Hello students from high secondary first year science and commerce. I am going to teach you today the rule of the road written by A.G. Gardiner. So this rule of the road is a famous and amusing essay by A.G. Gardiner. In this essay, The Rule of the Road, Gardiner strikes the bull's eye when he declares that in order to preserve the freedoms of all, it is necessary to curtail freedoms of everyone. He points out that what constitutes true liberty, freedom, and liberty have become the watchwords of today's society, and every action taken is in the interest of personal freedom. Liberty, which means freedom, both human and political, has acquired tremendous significance in the contemporary world of constructed social and political anarchy. So the AC starts with an amusing anecdote of a fat, healthy lady who is walking down a busy street in Petrograd. In the middle of the road, the traffic was, of course, confused, and there followed a traffic book. When someone pointed out to her that pedestrians had to walk on the footpaths, her answer was intriguing. She answered that she has a freedom to walk wherever she likes. Nothing can be said against this because it is a public road. The author busy the next paragraph goes on to clarify the boundaries of personal liberty. He says that these days people are liberty drunk, not wine drunk, liberty drunk. On this point, the reader can not agree but with the author, as we see today that everyone wants to have individual freedom. Over the course of time, as I need to say that the problem has become more acute and fighting for freedom begins early when children are very young. Independence and dependence took on many colors and shades. According to Gardiner, sacrifice seems to be the foundation of liberty because, in order that the liberties of all may be preserved, the liberties of everybody must be curtailed. He gives the example of traffic police at a busy junction. The policeman may seem like a nuisance at first, disturbing for us, but later we realize that he is actually a blessing. If everyone were driving wherever and whenever they wanted, there could be utter chaos and no one could reach anywhere. So, in a sense, in order to make the neighbors a reality, neighbors' liberty is restricted. The author introduces freedom as a social contract, not a personal. He says it is an adaptation. If our freedom does not interfere with others, we can do as we please. He gives many instances where we do what we like to wear, what to eat, what religion to follow, which author to prefer, and many others. We rule over a kingdom where we have all the freedom, but when we come into contact with the freedom of other people, both parties will have to restrict their own free lives. For this, again, he gives the instance of playing the trombone. Trombone is a musical instrument. If he wishes to play it at midnight, he will have to leave to the Everest, or else his family and neighbors will object. The author tells the reader that there are a lot of people in this world and adjustment is the key to liberty. Gardiner points out that unfortunately we are quicker to see the faults of others than our own. First of all, we should see our own fault. He says that consideration for the rights or freedom and feelings of others is a foundation of social behavior. What is a social behavior? Some liberty I have to curtail of mine, some liberty you have to curtail of yours. Then only we will get a social liberty. He concludes saying that it is this small matters that decide whether we are civilized or uncivilized. Great moments of heroism and sacrifice are rare, but our life is made of these small adjustments which makes it sweet. So here he is saying Alfred George Gardiner is one of the most charming contemporary essayists. His selection of subjects as well as treatment of subjects can explain the reason for his popularity. The style and language of Gardiner's writing is beautiful. Its keynote in is very simple. His economy of words and ideas make his essays a pleasure to read. He uses anecdotes and illustration, makes the essay crystal clear and its elucidation simple. So in this particular essay of A.G. Gardiner, The Rule of the Road, what he is trying to say is that in order to achieve social liberty, we have to achieve social liberty. How we will achieve social liberty? We can achieve by curtailing some personal liberty of us and personal liberty of yours. Say for example, I'm just giving an example. If I want to play a musical instrument, like for example very loud noise musical instrument, if I want to play, for if I play during the daytime and all my neighbors are sleeping, are they not going to disturb? Yes, it is my personal liberty to play at any time I want to, but is it not their personal liberty to also sleep during that time? Yes or no? So when I am playing the musical instrument, they are getting disturbed. Their personal liberty is getting disturbed. So sometimes we have to maintain our personal liberty. Sometimes we have to consider others' personal liberty. And when we live in a mutual liberty, we get a social peace and social freedom for all of us. For example, I'm also giving one example. I would love to wear anything to go out. I can just wear anything and go out. Okay, it's my 100% liberty, but it will not disturb others' liberty. But if I really want to play a trombone play sound is very huge, very loud. It really creates a huge loud noise. So if I play during the morning hours when people are sleeping, am I not disturbing their liberty? I am disturbing their liberty to sleep. Although I have the liberty to play at any time, doesn't mean that I will break the liberty. So the rule of the road is saying that the rule of etiquette. We have to live in a civilized society in a civilized manner. We have to respect others' liberty also, as well as we have to respect our liberty. We can play, we can just close the room, close the windows and door, and we can play, we can practice, but it should not disturb someone else. So this rule of the road teaches us, it's a kind of essay of H.G. Gardiner which teaches us to respect others' liberty as well as to respect our liberty. Sometimes I have to curtail, like minus some of my personal liberty and some of others' personal liberty to get a social unity and social integration. I hope that you have understood this essay of H.G. Gardiner. If you have any problem, you can ask me. I'll give you more detailed explanation next time. Thank you so much.